How y'all doing, Bama fans? I'm Damo. You know I got my boy Hunter with me here tonight. We got some special guests with us. We got the Way Outside crew on with us tonight, man. Fellas, I know y'all just watched what just went down. How we feeling, man? How we feeling?
We done this time next week. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Man,
doesn't look like a long tournament run in our future.
No, we're looking at it early out.
That was very stressful to watch, man. Very stressful to watch. A game that we should not have even trailed for a second. Right. But man, we got a great show lined up for you guys tonight, man. We got the Alabama Ole Miss recap, okay? Spring practice, okay, and we have the QB battle, the biggest QB battle in the country, right? Now, before we get into it, make sure you guys are like and subscribe to the Roll Tide Nation YouTube channel. Now, I know everybody watching, we all see what just happened with the Ole Miss game, so let's just go ahead and get into it, man. Post game versus Ole Miss. Cotton. Start us off, bro.
Okay, I'll do my best. I don't know what happened, man. Dude, where were we like?
Yeah.
Did my camera freeze?
There you go.
There you go. You're good now.
Were we like 6 for 20 on layups or something like that, man?
Yes.
Seemed like it.
It was pretty bad. Just kind of looking at the numbers. LeBaron did his job. Latrell wasn't. We didn't shoot well this game at all. That whole live by the three, die by the three thing, but. Man, I just feel like this one ultimately has got to be on Nate Oates, man. There was some stuff. Alabama was fighting referees all night. It was definitely one-sided. But man,
I thought I was the only one.
No, dude. No, that push-off right there towards the end on the inbound, that was crazy, man. They missed a couple of travel calls. But, right there at the end of the game, Alabama had an opportunity. Ole Miss gave them 3 turnovers. Alabama got 0 points off of those turnovers. So it was a pretty rough watch.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Definitely. I was excited for this game all day, and for us to come out like that, bro, I was highly. Herb, I love you too, bro.
That's funny.
Jeff, Ole Miss post game, man. Thoughts, concerns? How you feeling, bro?
So this clearly we weren't ready to play. Nate pretty much said a few days ago that Ole Miss had no chance to get in this game, and not in so many words. And then right on cue, they win 2 games. We play them and we lose. I mean, you could almost see it coming a mile away. But, it didn't help that Ole Miss was shooting like 60% in the first half. That big dude, Dia or whatever, he had like 12 points in the first minute and a half of the game. I mean, hit 2 30-footers, was hitting jump shots over Sherrill. So, I mean, Ole Miss was hitting buckets. They hit several buckets at the end of the shot clock. We gave them easy pass to the rim multiple times. So everything went right for Ole Miss, and we didn't wake up until it was too late, which has been this team's MO. Yeah. If you look at majority of our games this year, we're down 9, 10, 11 in the first half. Or by halftime, and Filan's, 4 points, 2 points, 3 points, and then he goes off for 20 in the second half. But it's like, why do we have to be down by double digits before Filan decides that he's going to take the game over? Yeah, that's just even that Arkansas game earlier this year when Acuff just was going off. Filan did nothing in the first half of that game, and then came on the second half and had an elite second half. But it's like. Why does it take so long? Like, let's get out of the Auburn game. I don't know why we jumped out so quick there, but we can't do it against a 20-loss Ole Miss team.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. But
like, they pretty much might have just got themselves in consideration for a spot in the NCAA tournament. And one thing I noticed that whenever we did put a run together, man, they hit a big shot to just like take it all the way. And I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Hunter, Alabama, Ole Miss, man. How you feeling, bro? What's your thoughts?
Our defense is just not physical enough, man.
Yeah.
We just couldn't stop. We couldn't even stop a step back.
Yeah.
Another thing, I mean, you miss what? 5 free throws, 6 free throws.
Yep.
Went 18 for 25. You lost by 1. So free throws cost us as well. We won turnover margin. It's not bad, but just lack of defense, man. It's been like that all year. Can't get rebounds.
All year.
We got out rebounded
again.
So yeah. But we just
one
don't
of these
have
days.
We don't have big man, man. Like
Noah's gonna make a 3 one of these days. A 3 has to fall.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I was impressed with Noah a little bit today. He was being a little bit physical.
Yeah, he was. Has he hit a 3 at all this year?
I think he hit
2 all year.
He's hit 2, I think.
1 or 2, but
But
he hadn't hit one since November.
Yeah.
I just wonder, what would it look like if we had Noah and Sherelle in at the same time? Just
well, that was the plan.
Bro, and I said this, bro. That double bye, it might have costed us. And Hunter, remember we talked on the phone earlier in the week, bro, and I was like, man, I hope that double bye don't throw off the rhythm that we had going into the tournament, bro. And it did. And I always say this, bro. I always say there's nothing more dangerous in sports than a team that has nothing to lose, bro. Honestly.
Yep.
And you seen it tonight. Ole Miss had nothing to lose. Like, hey, win or lose, you know what I'm saying? Like, they already think like, hey, we might not go to the tournament anyway. So let's just try to like put a blemish on Alabama's championship hopes, and they did just that tonight, man. They played desperate. They knocked down shots. They had an answer for everything that Alabama was doing, bro. And like you said in the group chat, Hunter, it just wasn't our night, bro. So it was very frustrating. But for me, it is on their oats. You got to call that timeout. You're sparing yourself 4, 5, 6 seconds. You can easily draw a play up, And since you didn't. Me personally, I would have loved to see Phylon take that shot. You had already made it to the lane. Okay, you had 3 blue shirts around you. You could have at least tried to draw a foul. The dump off pass to Aiden Sherelle, that's not who I would give the ball to in a situation like that. I see what he wanted to do, but I just think that's a shot that LeBaron Phylon should have been taking like 100%. So,
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Can't give the ball up there. That was very LeBron-esque.
What was it? What was it? 9.5 seconds left, and you don't call a timeout?
Yep.
7 seconds past half court.
He hates timeouts. He will not call a timeout to halt a run, to stop momentum. It gets done to him all the time, but he never does. Even in that Brandon Miller tournament game when we were up 9 and then San Diego State went on like a 19-2 run.
Yep.
Never called one timeout.
We're 4 seed now.
Yep.
Yeah,
which means we'll have to play a 1 seed to get into the Sweet 16, right? Or to get past the Sweet 16.
Yep.
Yeah, if we get there. Hey, I'm gonna leave my camera off. My camera's bugging. I apologize.
No, you were good.
So this definitely was a must win for Bama, and we couldn't get it done. So we're gonna take our 4 seed and just hope for the best, bro.
Herb nailed it on the look. Call the timeout for a challenge.
That's true. That's very true.
He wants to review that hook again.
Just free throws also cost us, and I didn't like the design play to Reitzel in the corner.
He hasn't been shooting well. That's what I'm talking about. 4 wide open ones.
You got one of the best point guards in the nation with Phylon. Make a design play with Phylon.
The thing that kills me is the final score. If you look at it, if they hit their layups, if they do the little stuff right tonight, they probably win that game,
Yeah.
And again, getting out physical, like you mentioned, Hunter, it's been like that all season. And it's frustrating to watch, man, because you just it's been a story since Nate Oates has been in Tuscaloosa, just getting out physical by big teams. Sorry, Herb.
And no big man depth. Yeah. I like I said, Sherelle's been great this year. He's really taken a big step this year.
Yep.
But his lack of a mean streak in him is why he gets denied at the rim multiple times a game. How many times does Shaq ever get denied at the rim? Not saying that Sherelle is Shaq, but I'm saying you don't see big guys with attitudes get denied at the rim. And Sherelle goes up really soft a lot, so he needs to start.
Yeah,
he needs to start stacking bodies when he goes up inside there. Like,
Uh-huh.
if you're in my way, you're just gonna have to eat this one.
Yes.
But he gets swatted at the rim, swatted from behind. That one play, he went to dribble and the ball just went flying into the crowd. And I was like, okay, there's one way to do it. So shout out Sherelle. He's been great this year, but he got exposed
for the win.
Yeah.
It's just 30% on 3-point.
Yeah.
And you're a 3-pointing team.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think in this entire tournament somebody has had shot over or made 10 or more threes in this whole entire tournament.
Yeah,
So
we was out tough tonight. I knew, and Wrightsville missed 2 or 3 wide open ones early in that half. I was like, well, he's out tonight.
26 for 64 on field goals.
Yeah. It was a rough night.
We ain't getting past Sweet 16. That's what I've been saying.
But shout out to Ole Miss. They were making shots they had no business making. Kudos to Ole Miss. They look like the team ready to play. And
they killed us with the shot. Nate Oates won't let us take, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
What was the guy's name that was just hitting crazy shots for them all night? It starts with a K. Whenever he hit that shot over, was it Houston in the corner? I was like, I don't think it's not our night, bro. You know,
Camarden? Is it Camarden?
I think it was. Yeah, he
had 16 points.
Yeah, him. He was hitting
5 on 3
after shot, and I was like, bro, like I can already see how this game is gonna go, bro. So, man, listen, we just gonna wait for a selection Sunday. We're gonna take our 3 or 4 seed, bro. And we just gonna hope for the best. That's what really
our 4th seed. We're a 4th seed now.
Nobody's saying that he's not a good coach, Herb. I don't know where you heard that.
Somebody said it.
Somebody said.
Somebody said in the chat. Oh, he's not a good coach. Sorry.
I mean, he took us to a Final Four, Elite Eights.
I mean, he's the best coach we've ever had. So
yeah. I think if he wants to win,
frustrating.
If he wants to win a national championship, he's got to change his philosophy up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just a little bit.
He's got to go get big men.
Absolutely.
I've been saying this.
Look, he can recruit. Go ahead.
2 things that I want him to do. 1, recruit big men that play like actual big men. Okay. And 2, recruit guards that don't just rely on the 3. You know, like recruit guards who love to attack the paint, who love to attack the rim, and who love to play aggressive. If you do that, then you can get you a championship. But if you keep recruiting how you're recruiting, bro, it's not gonna work. So that's what I think that he has to change, bro. So yeah.
Do you think we should play Bethea more?
Did he even play tonight?
He didn't play at all.
He played 2 minutes.
Played 2 minutes? Yeah.
See, all we heard was healthy. The team's healthy now. The team's getting healthy, and then we get the tournament and we play 7 players.
Yeah.
Or 8 players, whatever. And it's like, okay, well, now that just tells me that these are the 7 or 8 we're riding with in March.
Jemison
he's not going to get to play. None of these bench pieces are going to get to play other than the 2 or 3 off the bench, and that's it.
I mean, Jemison hasn't been doing anything really.
Nope.
You know, and shout out to Mari Allen this year, but he was awful tonight. He was awful tonight.
5 points, 2 for 8.
He hit the side of the backboard on a 3-pointer, and it hit the side of the backboard. I said, "Oh Lord, we're in trouble." And then Bowen took a 3 straight ahead and hit the next to the white square. I'm like, we had multiple shots. We didn't even catch rim. Like, what am I watching?
You know what? I kind of feel bad for Aiden Sherelle because he's really the only productive big man that we have. Really the only, you know, so it's like when he goes out of the game, bro, like it literally doesn't work. Or when he gets in foul trouble, like it literally does not work at all. So
this is what I've been saying all year. I just wanted to see how he plays when he's got help in the paint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If he has help, I think he'd be
that big fella, Collins Iguabuke or whatever his name was, supposed to be that piece. But of course, he gets injured before the season starts, gone for the year. Now he'll transfer out, and that'll be the end of that.
And even Keaton Bristol, like he was giving us some great production to begin the season.
Yeah.
And we haven't Yeah, gone for the year. So it's like
I mean, Davion Hannah too.
Yeah, just
I forgot about
Yeah.
him. You're right.
Yeah, so we had a couple big men that's been out all season, man. So they kind of just left Aiden Sherrill.
Yeah, Murph.
He's giving it his best try, but you can see, man, it's just not working out.
He runs out of gas, and bless his heart, that's a tough task being literally the only semblance of post presence on both sides of the court.
Just disguise Betty Yako, and we'll be all right.
Put him a rubber nose and glasses with a mustache,
and say he's Davion.
Put him in a sting mask. Domo, put him in a sting mask. The old crow sting mask.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well,
come on now.
Despite the loss tonight, we're going to take our 4th seed and hope for a great tournament run. But there are some great things going on with Alabama as well. The main thing is spring practice is in session.
Yeah, it is.
Right? So spring practice breakdown. Hunter, bro, like, what are some things that you've seen from Alabama so far? Like, what, 4 or 5 days of spring practice, bro? Like, what's something that's catching your attention so far?
I'm going to say it's one name, though, that's catching my attention. Cedarian Morgan.
Yeah.
Cedarian's jacked, huge. And they're trying to compare him, but they're trying to compare him to Julio. But
yeah, gotta be easy with that. Gotta be easy with
Don't do it.
Gotta be easy with that.
Don't do it.
They're trying to say that I'm not falling for it.
It's easy to do when he's got the 8 on his chest. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But you gotta be easy with that, man.
Of course.
And our fan base screws our players more than anyone before they even get on the field with all the comparisons. And then oh my God, he wasn't Julio Jones. Bust.
Yeah.
What?
And I'll say, another thing, offensive line looks physical so far in spring. I like the running back group so far. This QB battle looks legit. So I know people legit. Look, people already freaked out. Oh my gosh, Keelan's already starting. Austin Mack overthrew a tight end. Already started.
Well, and if Austin Mack starts, you're gonna hear Keelan's transfer indefinitely. You're gonna hear all that.
I've already heard it. We've already heard it.
And I'm here to tell y'all, Keelan ain't transfer anywhere. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think the most interesting thing, Clint Lamb pointed this out earlier on social media, and we kind of looked into it. Jeff and I actually did a video on it earlier today. It's the versatility on defense.
Yes.
We expect that secondary this year to be elite. We know that. We know the names. We know the returning bodies. But when you look at the defensive line, which is almost just as new as the offensive line, but when you look at a guy like Yanze Pierre, right? They came out with Yanze saying that, they want him to do multiple things. They're not just going to use him as a classic edge rusher. He's put on a little bit of weight so he can kind of play inside too. That's really exciting for me. I like the idea of having a bunch of dudes who could do a bunch of different things along that defensive line, especially when you start looking at, lining people up in 4-tech, 3-tech, things like that. So it's pretty exciting. Tompkins at Bandit. That's cool. I like the idea that Clint threw out of playing that 4-man front and having Yanze Pierre on the field at the same time as Justin Hill. So that's really exciting. On the other side of the ball, the one thing that's standing out to me is I don't want to toot this horn too loudly just yet, but in the little bit of footage we've seen, Daniel Hill looks a lot better laterally so far. Yeah, right.
That weight, man.
Yeah, that little bit of weight loss. He's leaner. He looks better laterally. That was his Achilles heel last season. He was a guy that could break one. I went in. Jeff can attest to this. I've said it 1,000 times. I thought Daniel Hill was going to be kind of more situational, maybe not running back number one. But if what we're seeing, the little bit of footage we're seeing is real, then Daniel Hill may be your number one running back going into the season.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. And that's one thing that I've really been saying, since last season, that if Daniel Hill were to go into the offseason and lose 10 to 15 pounds and just get like a little bit lighter, he would will be your solidified RB1, because you can see a lot of times last season where his weight got out in front of him too much, and it kind of it played against him. But I seen that video and I was like, man, he's looking kind of slim a little bit, moving really quick. So I was like, man, the stuff I've been saying, it might be coming true, So Yeah, Jeff, spring practice breakdown. Like, what's something that's been catching your attention? So far.
So, what's been catching my attention so far is the development of the tight ends. How the tight ends look
like that.
Look like a whole different group. And I think that's not coincidence. There's a new coach there. There's a new attitude there. There's a whole new attitude in that whole wide receiver room, tight end room, running back, offensive line. There's a whole new attitude and all that, where physicality is a priority. So I think you're seeing a lot of that with these tight ends working under Coach Owen, or is it Owens? I can't remember if it's Owen or Owens. Owens. Okay. Working under him, and you can see the development of them just in a few practices, but you can see the physicality. You can see them initiating the point of attack type things. And I didn't think we really saw that last couple of years from our tight end room. As Cuevas was our most valuable player last year. So this is not a shot at him. There was a noticeable difference in our team when Cuevas went out for those handful of games. Our offense pretty much ceased to exist. So this is not a shot at Cuevas saying we got to get better than him. But as a whole, the group as a whole is so far from what we've seen now. This is just 4 spring practices, limited clips. It's not like we've got a live feed there 24/7. So just for what we've been allowed to see, I think the tight ends are showing a new realm of physicality, or showing that they're embracing this physicality that the new coaching staff is trying to teach them.
Yeah.
What's up with Ryan? So Ryan came out, I think it was like yesterday or a couple days ago, and he says the name change is basically like to honor his mother, because his mother is his best friend. So the name change was for her, and the number change was like, what did he say? I think it was
high school.
High school, and just like wanting to get back to his old self. But in all, like, he made changes because he knows that he's gonna leave a legacy at Alabama when he's finished, and he just wanted to make sure that like he just left a great legacy. Period. So I got a question for all y'all. So how do y'all feel about Ryan Grubb coming out and saying like Jackson Lloyd is the left tackle? That's it. That's all. No competition. Me personally, I was surprised that they named him the starter like this early, because spring practice just started. So like, yeah, how do y'all feel about that?
I actually wasn't super surprised by it. A couple of weeks ago, I actually picked him to get the job. I went back and watched a lot of Jackson Lloyd, his high school stuff, and I think he had like 41 snaps he played last year, something like that. And he looks aggressive. He looks I'll be honest, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Laterally, he looks a little bit better than Caden Proctor does, so he should be a little bit better in pass pro. That's not a knock against Caden Proctor. I will say he does struggle sometimes with leverage. He's tall. He's 6'7", so making sure he gets the pads at the level that they need to be can be a problem for him sometimes. I like it though, man. I like it because for the past 2 seasons, we haven't really. Last year we kind of knew who some of the guys were going to be along the offensive line, Caden Proctor at left tackle. But I like the fact that Ryan Grubb came out and said, hey, these are the guys. Like Kalen DeBoer the day before that said, yes, versatility is nice along the offensive line, but we want continuity. We want, that galvanization that you get from a solid group. I got a feeling Adrian Clem had a hand in that decision.
Yeah.
And, and so I think it's good. What they've done the last 2 years didn't work. Let's do something different. Let's pick the guys. Let's get them solidified early and let's roll. Yeah. So I like it.
I second that. Cotton, while I was surprised he named one this early, I was not surprised that they already had the guy they had pegged. And the fact that we had musical chairs all last year with the offensive linemen, sans Brailsford and really Proctor, but the other 3 were just rotating, just a bunch of average dudes rotating in and out. So I like this year the fact that, and let's be honest, it's going to be Delgatti at center unless he gets injured or some crazy thing happens, but he's going to be the center. So the spring fall battle will come down to the guys on each side of the center, to the 2 guards. But I like the fact that we've got tackle, center. I think those are the 3 most important positions on the line.
Yeah.
Left tackle, obviously the blind side. At right tackle, if it's a left-handed quarterback. But I like that, that's your most important position. Center is the most underrated position in all of sports.
Yeah.
If you have a bad center in football, you are screwed. But if you have a good one, nobody talks about it. So it's the most underrated position in sports, but it's probably the second most important outside of quarterback, because if you have a good center, you can do so much in terms of assignments, blocking assignments, recognizing what the front's doing, who's blitzing where, whatever. If you've got a good center that can hold the point of attack and even get some movement there, that opens up a lot. So I like the fact that the two tackles in the center, the three most important positions on the line, they're saying these are our guys. We know who it's going to be, so we're going to work them and get them ready. So I while I'm surprised, I get it, and I'm believing in what they're doing.
Yeah, it also I think it kind of opens up some options in those guard positions that Jeff's talking about. You got Ty Haywood sitting there, right? What if this is a what if? Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but what if they move him to guard? You got Ethan Fields, Mal Waldrop, Nick Brooks, big bodies. Alabama hasn't had an identity running the football, right? They've tried the pin and pull stuff. It doesn't work. They can't run inside zone at all. Jeff was crashing out all last season watching Jam Miller get stuffed in the B gap.
Right there with you, bro. Right there with you.
But if you've got these big bodies like Ty Haywood, Nick Brooks, if he can come along, he's lost a lot of weight since he was at Texas. Ethan Fields, if those guys can get in there and be successful at guard, all of a sudden Alabama's offense on the ground looks night and day from 2025. So I think the guard position obviously is the one that's going to be the most important thing right now moving forward.
So speaking of guard, I actually had Will Sanders taking that left guard spot, and with him being out the entire spring, do you guys think that that can cause him to really fall behind in the competition?
I don't know if he'll fall behind, but he won't be able to solidify the starting job until he can get out there. But I don't know if he'll fall too far behind just because he was here last year. And he's got a little experience on him. So I don't think he'll fall very far behind, but I don't think he'll get the distance needed to solidify the job if he's out.
Yeah. I also think people need to realize that just because they're naming a starter right now, that doesn't mean that person, there's no competition, but that doesn't mean that person can't play themselves out of being a starter at some point.
Right.
So,
let's just hope that we don't rotate like we did last year.
Well, I think that's the plan. Hopefully.
Right. That's because the rotation killed us.
Yeah, it shouldn't be saying that we don't have a set right guard and right tackle. So
I agree with you. I agree.
Well, and it helps when they weren't very good linemen. They were average linemen, and then you're rotating them in and out. And then next thing you know, you've got two average linemen in the game.
Formby.
I thought Vander Swinson or whatever his name was might have been one of the worst players I've ever seen.
Vandermark.
Really?
He was terrible. He was versatile, but he was awful.
Yeah. Watch Will Conformby.
Gino, thank you for the time, but
watch Will Conformby be like one of the best offensive linemen in the
country. I've said it already. I've already said it.
You
should see that coming.
Yeah,
what's his name? That went to Ohio State.
Seth
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goes out and wins a national championship.
Well, but per Caleb Downs, you only play about 4 tough games when you're playing at Ohio State. So,
yeah. But if that's true,
right out of Caleb Downs' mouth, who played 2 years there, and he said every week in the SEC is a grind. Here is only about 4.
If that's true, though, it could point to that Coach Cap ultimately was the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he was a big part.
Well, now he's that little brother. So.
Yeah,
exactly. Was it analyst or something?
Well, they put that on him, but he's a good recruiter. That's why they hired him.
Yeah, I got to give him that. He is.
He's a good recruiter.
See, Jeff, I told Dama this. I said, look, get a new offense or line coach, right? But I wish we kind of would have kept him
like as an
for
a
recruiting role.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be honest.
That's what. Yeah, I was like, just get him out of the offensive line job, but
man, my man, I Bleed Crimson's crashing out on a grub over here.
It's okay. I mean, he's got a right to. I think. I mean, Grubb's on the hot seat, man.
Grubb's giving him plenty of material. That's for sure.
Yeah. My biggest thing with Ryan Grubb last season was he didn't know what to run and when to run it. And I honestly didn't think that he did a great job of utilizing the talent that he had to work with. Because, bro, you had Germ, Ryan, Lottie, and Zay. Like that's a top 3 receiver room in the country, right? And I just think that like we saw Alabama crack 30 points like what? A couple times, like yeah. So that was my biggest issue with last season.
Go ahead, God.
Let me play. I'm gonna play devil's advocate though.
Yeah.
When you don't have a run game,
yeah.
I mean, what choice did he have but to just kind of throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks? So I think that's why, as fans, we got to give him another season, and see if it gets better. His track record in the NFL isn't great in terms of running the ball. His track record in college isn't great in terms of running the ball. If he stinks it up this season, then he's probably out the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is it for him. I mean, DeBoer can't wait around and spend another year trying it again. If it doesn't work this year, he's going to have to clean the whole staff out, or he's going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen it work. We've seen DeBoer and Grubb put together an offense that works.
It did, but that's the thing, Jeff. We talked about that, and that's starting to bother me. Is at some point in time, their wide receiver and quarterback gurus, that label is going to drop off if they don't do it at Alabama, and it's going to eventually start to hurt recruiting. And that day's coming if they don't get this figured out. So.
Also though, Jeff, I mean, that group was in the Pac-12. You know how the Pac-12 is.
That's a good point.
You're not wrong.
So, I mean, you had that Washington team averaging nearly 50 points a game. And then look,
they did have 9 players drafted, so I don't want to throw too much shade on the Pac-12. But
absolutely. But look what happened when they played a defense in Michigan.
Michigan waxed everybody.
I mean,
not us. They didn't wax us, but
they gave us problems.
Yeah,
we were that close for getting a safety.
Yeah,
that close.
I think one battle nobody is really talking about is the linebacker battle. Like, who's gonna be the guy that plays beside Caleb Woodson? Like, we all know Caleb Woodson is the vet. Like, he's that linebacker. He's a starter now. Beside him, I actually have QB Reese winning that job. I got it being between him and Xavier Griffin, but that's one battle that nobody is talking about, man. Like, who's gonna be beside Caleb Woodson? Is it QB Reese or is it Xavier Griffin? How do you guys feel about that inside backer battle?
I'll take it. I'm with you. It's QB Reese. Those two guys have been showing out. By the way, we had Jay Clay on last night on our show. Xavier Griffin's mom. Yeah, we talked to her a little bit about Xavier's weight gain. Dude is an animal now. But I actually saw a still of him next to Caleb Woodson. Caleb Woodson looks the part. I'm really excited about that kid, the Virginia Tech transfer. He looks the part. There's a lot of positive talk around QB Reese that I've heard coming out of spring practice so far. So I'm with you. I think those are your guys. I think we have to remember that middle spot, specifically, the green dot guy, that's a pretty complex system. It's a pretty complex thing you got to learn to do. So you got to, give Xavier Griffin some time to kind of get his ears wet and get in there. But you're going to see him play too. But I'm with you, Domo. I think it's Woodson and Reese.
Reese, yeah, definitely.
I think you're right.
Definitely.
But I think Zay's gonna make some noise.
Yeah, the beautiful thing is we're going to see different personnel packages. So guys like Duke Johnson. You're going to see him play this year. You're going to see a lot of these other guys rotate in at different points and get some significant playing time. Caden Jones is another one that is being brought up in your chat, and they're absolutely right.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I can't disagree with you with QB Reese and then Xavier Griffin. I mean, I have high hopes on Xavier Griffin for real.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be a huge impact on this linebacker group. So I like how
190 something when he left in January.
Yeah, he's
now he's like 228.
Yeah,
giant.
228. Oh, he's 228.
Or
he's huge.
22 or something. He's gained almost 30 pounds. We never sold him last night.
Yeah.
We had somebody that gained 40 pounds. I think it was a defensive lineman.
Oh yeah.
That would be me.
Who was it?
Bro, gained 40 pounds. I'm like, holy.
Yeah, incoming defensive lineman.
Yeah,
Hey, I'll be right back.
You're good. But no, I'm with you. With Griffin, we interviewed him probably about a month before he committed to Alabama. We had him on. That kid, dude, is fantastic. He is an amazing young man, very bright. Keep in mind, if I remember correctly, he's a reclass too. He's only like 17 right now.
He's 17, yeah.
And so, and so young dude, but he's going to be one of those guys that I think we'll see contribute something this year. I don't think he'll be a starter, but he's definitely going to contribute something to this defense.
Definitely. Sure. Well, speaking of battles, that's going to take us into our last topic of night, and of course,
QB battle.
The biggest QB battle, the hottest topic in the entire country, the Alabama QB battle. Hunter, take us off, bro.
So I'm very high on both of them. I think we all are.
Yeah.
I've been kind of pushing Mac more at first because, I mean, he's been under DeBoer for now 4 years, now 3 seasons with Grubb. So I think it's his 4th year with DeBoer.
His third.
Is it his 3rd or 4th?
Yeah, his 3rd.
This is 4th. He was 1 year at Washington, 2 years at Bama, and now this will be his 4th year.
Gotcha. Okay, 4th.
So he's got an advantage there, especially with the height as well. But you got Keelan Russell. That's an all-around athlete.
Yeah,
like it's an extreme tough QB battle. I don't know where to choose from right now, but I think you will kind of see beginning of August is what I've kind of been eyeing out on, where we might get the announcement. But this is what I've told so many people though. Either whoever starts, either way, we're gonna be comfortable.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm excited to watch this battle even more. So I don't know about y'all, but
man, I mean, me personally, bro, I don't care who starts. I really don't. Like, I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm ready for it to be over too. So I mean, whoever gonna be QB1, bro, just go ahead and name them, and let's ball. Cotton, QB battle, bro. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah. So ultimately, I think because of his time in the system, Austin Mack's going to get the start. I don't think he's going to be the quarterback all season. I also think that we're going to have a much clearer picture after A-Day, clearer picture after A-Day. I went back and watched both of them some of their snaps, and Austin Mack struggled last year with touch. That's one area where he couldn't layer a football very well. Everything was a heater. He was throwing it. Just the little bit of footage we've seen in spring so far, he looks like that's something that he's working on.
Yeah.
Keelan Russell looks sharp. The release is there. He's got that natural ability. He's exciting. However, there was some stuff he was missing on the field. There's one touchdown play he had. I think it was against Louisiana Monroe, but it might have been Eastern Illinois. I can't remember. But either way, it ended up being a touchdown play, but it was his third option. And the first and second options also were touchdowns. And so getting him to slow down, see things slower, it's going to be a process. For those of you who are worried that he's going to transfer, don't be. There's no reason to worry about that. He literally, if Austin Mack ends up being the guy all season, right, there's a very good chance he drafts and he's gone after this year. And then it's Austin Mack's show, clear as day. There's no QB battle next year. Well, maybe there is, but So I think Austin Mack is probably going to be the starter at some point, but I think Keelan Russell wins the job before the season's out.
I agree with that. So you said, I want to ask you a question. So you said you don't think he'll be the starter all season. So what week could you see Keelan like possibly taking that job from Austin Mack?
Hey, look, man, I don't want. What if it's week 4. The Georgia Bulldogs are in the house. Alabama goes into the half, maybe down 10. They can't score. They can't move the ball. And Kalen DeBoer goes, "Hey, man, we need something fresh here. We got to do something. And he pulls the trigger, and all of a sudden, Keelan Russell comes out
to a move. To a move.
I actually think you're probably going to see both of them get significant snaps early on. That first opponent in Tuscaloosa, who is it? Eastern Kentucky, somebody like that.
Eastern Carolina.
Eastern Carolina. There you go.
Yeah,
Pirates. So So I think you're going to see them both get significant snaps, and then they go to Kentucky, I think. And so
early SEC game,
and then Florida State,
Yeah. So by week 2, it may be his job.
Okay, I got you. QB battle,
man.
Well, no,
DeBoer hasn't shown a knack for pulling players that are underperforming in 2 years. He hasn't really done that. So it'd be hard pressed for me to believe he would start Austin Mack and then just yank him in week 3.
Hey, if he didn't yank Milroe, then he ain't yanking Mack. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, there are a lot of guys that should have been yanked in the last 2 years, and the only one that lost his job was Jaden Roberts because Formby was so bad. Jaden Roberts lost his job.
Well, what I'm saying,
nobody else lost their job for poor play.
What I'm saying is that the QB battle may go into the actual season.
Yeah.
I agree
with that. I can see that.
We don't play Georgia till week 6.
Oh wow. Okay.
Don't we have a bye week there? Isn't it?
No. So it's ECU, Kentucky, Florida State, South Carolina, at Mississippi State, then Georgia.
And then Georgia. Okay.
And
then we get one bye week this year.
Yeah, we get a bye week after
LSU,
right?
After A&M. After A&M.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. We got
not before LSU.
Yeah, but it's before LSU.
Yeah.
It's before LSU. So.
Y'all remember back when Tennessee we get 2 bye weeks every year before Florida and Alabama, and everybody else only got one. Are y'all old enough to remember those years?
Yeah.
I know you are, Cotton.
The one bye week is what is really just not is. I'm not a big fan of the one bye week.
Not with this 9-game schedule.
No, we needed to, especially now that you're going to play 17 or 18 games if you make a playoff run.
It's brutal. There's a reason.
Dude, it's crazy.
There's a reason they're putting emphasis on guys who could do multiple things right now because it's going to be a necessity at some point. In this
Bingo.
Big Ten's going to have the advantage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Again.
We all know that.
Yeah. Again.
Real quick, mention the Big Ten. Y'all see their AD, or not the AD, but the commissioner, Big Ten commissioner, what he did?
No, what he did?
He sent something to the NCAA and was like complaining that they should still allow tampering.
He said they should allow it?
They should allow it, yeah.
Go look at whether that's allowed or not.
And I'm like, this is the only way I can win natties for real. So,
well, yeah, he's wanting to turn schools in the SEC into farm systems for Big Ten. That's why. No, get out of here.
Ty Simpson got multiple offers and never entered the portal.
He did. Like,
hey, even Milroe
$6 million offers.
Milroe did the same.
Never entered the portal at all. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know.
Here's another thing about the QB battle.
I don't know who offered that dude multi-millions of dollars to leave Alabama. I don't know about all that.
Here's a question for all y'all though about the QB battle. Let's say Keelan does start. Like, would y'all rather Keelan start where he could play for 2 years or just 1-1 with Mac?
If it's close at all, if it is close at all, it's Keelan's job. Yeah. It's Keelan's job. Yeah. Alabama right now, I'm not saying that they can't win a national championship in 2026, but in 2027, that team is going to be ridiculously experienced. It's going to be older, mature. Right. Yeah. If you got a quarterback that's got 2 years under his belt in the program and a year of SEC starts, that bodes very, very well for 2027. So if it's close at all, I think you go with Keelan Russell.
Agreed. I'd rather go 9-3 with Keelan Russell than 9-3 with Austin Mack.
Fair enough.
No disrespect to Austin, but if we're going to go 9-3, let's do it with the kid and then cut his teeth leading into 27 where we've got experience, talent, explosiveness all coming back, having cut their teeth already.
Something else here is Jet Tamala coming in. Now he's not going to be the starting quarterback. Let's be clear. But Jeff and I interviewed that kid, and he is different. Solid. Super different. Jeff straight up asked him, man, you could have gone to Iowa State or Iowa and been the guy. Why Alabama? You're not going to be the guy at Alabama. Why? Our chat was all pissed off at. They're like, no, he's going to decommit. We're like, no, relax. But Jeff straight up asked him, and the kid's like, the kid goes, iron sharpens iron. I will be a better quarterback for going to Alabama. He's going to push those two guys, in Keelan Russell and Austin Mack, to be better players. 100%.
I like
Vice versa. I mean, he's got a goal now. Look at this quarterback room that's in there now, and who's going to be coming in the next year.
Dude, Trent Seaborn. I've been keeping an eye with Trent.
The other guy, the number one quarterback, we're
Elijah Haven.
I mean, look at this room. And Tamala said, "I'll bring it. Like, that's where I need to be so I can get better at my craft."
I love it. And that's where you're going to see these top wide receivers be like, okay, you're going to have some solid QBs.
Yeah.
Solid QB depth. So,
Monsoon
Yes. These offensive skill players are going to be like, man, look at this quarterback room. These guys got stacked here.
Oh yeah.
So
shoot, tight ends too.
Yeah. So I mean, we gotta keep supporting them. I know the blowout losses are terrible. Those can't continue.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing that I like. For one, I don't like losing 4 games a year. Cool. But like the only thing that I dislike about the DeBoer era so far, I think he's doing a great job. But it's like when we lose, we get blown out of
lose
the water.
Bad.
You know, like we lose bad. Like
I mean,
I don't know the last time I've seen Alabama lose a bowl game by 35. You know, like I don't remember the last time I've seen Alabama have -3 rushing yards in a football game. So like I just think like the losing by 30 and all that's got to stop. But other than that, man, I feel like he's doing a really good job.
I mean, before DeBoer, the worst loss that I've remember seeing recently was 44-16.
Clemson game. Yeah,
national championship game.
Yeah,
so that was like the worst one.
That team looked just like us against Indiana. We got smoked and we laid down.
Yep.
With Tua, by the way,
they quit on that in that game.
I think that Jeff, what you just said, that's what upset Alabama fans more than anything else. It wasn't the final score. It was that you could see that team give up. You saw it happen on live television. We haven't seen that in a long time. That national championship game, Tua was beat up. There's a lot of things we can blame on that. There was really nothing to blame what happened in the Rose Bowl on. So Alabama fans, I mean, it was disgusting to see that.
I need to see Debo get mad about something. You know, after that game, he should have been mad, but he was praising the wonderfulness of the Alabama team after we got beat by 35 points. He was singing the praises of the team, and I was like, I don't want to hear this right now. You need to be mad, dude. I want you throwing your hat off the podium. Like Dennis Green smacking the side of the podium. Like,
I will say
that's what I want to see.
I think it was Chris Stewart, if I remember correctly, but somebody put out, they went into the locker room after the Rose Bowl loss, and one of the staffers was basically like, we put a Band-Aid on it as long as we could. And they were talking about the offensive line and the defensive line issues.
Yeah, you're right, Ken. If you're going to lose, we can't have Russell sitting on the bench and watching us lose 3-4 games.
What's the maddest we've seen DeBoer so far?
A couple of ref calls. He's been a little
I know the first year against Georgia when he was in T-Town.
Yeah, he works the refs a little bit.
But
he does work the refs a little bit.
The most angry I've seen him was the entrance against Tennessee where he punched the crap out of the goalpost.
Yeah.
Well, I needed to see that after that Indiana game. I needed to see fist on the table going, I'll be damned if this going to happen on my watch again. You understand me? Like the Tim Tebow speech on me almost.
The OU game year 1 where we all know what happened. With the Ryan Williams.
That game was just.
I'm not a Tim Tebow guy, but I thought that we should have gotten some type of emotion like that from DeBoer after that Indiana game where he was like fist on the podium, shoving it on the ground, hat throwing like
Brian
Kelly. You ain't gonna see this again. Not mad at reporters. You know, Kelly would fire off at reporters for asking why they lost by, why they lost their 4th game with a Heisman quarterback.
Is he too nice?
I've just come to accept the fact that he's not like a visual, emotional guy. He's just like a very relaxed, calm, cool, collected. Like he's one of those people that like it takes a lot to like take him to really get to that point.
Level.
And it's like you might or might not see that from him like in no time soon. So,
maybe
who he reminds me of?
Who?
Mark Richt.
Yes. Yes.
Win 10, 11 games a year, always in contention, nicest guy ever. you're begging to see Mark Richt rip a player's ass coming off the sideline, or go crawl up and down one side and down the other. But
maybe it's a philosophical thing, because we've heard former players of him come out and say, "Don't let the demeanor fool you. He's got a switch he can flip."
That's true. Maybe we have heard that.
Maybe it's something he reserves for practice, the locker room, and he just, in his mindset, it's not something he wants to put on camera.
Here's my thing: if he doesn't show fight, and I'm not going to say fight, but if he doesn't show like some type of emotion, do you expect the players to do the same?
That's a good question.
It is.
But that's my point.
That's where you need your Roe McClains in the locker room.
Yeah. Your leaders need to step up. That's why, that's why Malachi Moore crashed out in the Vandy game a couple of seasons ago.
Very valid.
I don't blame him.
I
don't blame him.
I thought it was valid. I thought it was very valid. I'm not gonna lie.
I applauded him for it.
I did.
Our ridiculous fan base said that, or Damian Harris said that Saban would have kicked him off the team, and I'm like, what?
No,
I thought that was a very valid crash out. I was crashing out myself, so I
think it's important to remember that what we get to see, that product on the field on Saturdays, that's limited. We don't get to see everything that's going on behind closed doors. So maybe it's not fair for us to just assume that he doesn't get into anybody's
fair enough
or something like that.
That's a fair point. We haven't seen it. And we as a fan base are having a difficult time letting the Nick Saban years go.
Sure.
And so everything DeBoer does, it's being compared to Nick Saban. If DeBoer eats chili and takes a giant dump, it was not as big a dump as Saban would have took. If DeBoer eats a little Debbie snack, Saban would have eaten 2 instead of just 1. It's like nothing DeBoer can do,
or
it will be good enough for half our people because it wasn't the way Saban did it.
So DeBoer eats the same amount of Debbie cakes, but doesn't drink the coffee.
That doesn't drink the coffee. It's what, no matter what he does, it's he did this, but Saban would have done this. Saban never would have gotten beat in the playoffs. Well, he did. Well, Saban never would have done this. Well, Saban had some terrible losses. All this softness and all these penalties. What is DeBoer doing? Well, it was happening in the last 2 years of the Saban era. DeBoer getting blamed for a lot of things that were in place already when he got there.
I said this.
Didn't Bryce get sacked like nearly 50 times in that season?
Yes. Yeah. The offensive line was really bad.
It's horrible.
Hey, this is what I said about DeBoer. I said, bro, listen, it's your 3rd year. You're not on the hot seat in my eyes, but there are a lot of eyes on you. I want to see you get pissed off this season. That's what I want to see you do. I want to see you be like, you know what? I don't care what y'all say, the media, some of the fans, like, I'm going to coach this team how I want to coach it. I want to see some emotion. Like, that's what I want to see out of him, this coming season, bro, because he's not on the hot seat, but, hey, there are some eyes on him.
You're always in a hot seat in this job until you lose it. For the reasons we're talking about. He's gone 20-8. 2-1 against Georgia. He hasn't lost to Auburn, and everybody wants him gone because he's not Saban.
Could you
imagine? A comment right here. DeBoer is just a complete opposite of something that worked for so long. Well, that is not going to work in this college football.
Yes.
The Nick Saban way won't work in today's college football. The college football that DeBoer is coaching is not the one that Nick Saban left or that Nick Saban dominated in. Very different. Very, very different. You can't go crawl up one side one guy and down the other because he might be transferred by the time practice is over.
Facts. Yeah.
And everybody's like, let him go. If they want to transfer, let him go. Well, replace him with who? You know what I mean? It's like, that's the thing. It's a different, you can't just, DeBoer, you can't do the things that Saban did and then just say, well, DeBoer doesn't do it like Saban and Saban's plan worked. Well, there's a reason Saban left because his plan wasn't going to work no more.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody that wanted him fired after this season, they have zero idea what the college football landscape actually is. If Alabama would have fired Kalen DeBoer after this season with that coaching carousel we saw with the Lane Kiffin, all those jobs, Penn State was open, Virginia Tech was open, Auburn was open, Florida was open. Man, Alabama would
Blunt.
Bottom of the barrel in terms of available coaches. It would have been a very, very bad hire. You think it's bad now? We would have gone back to the Stone Ages completely.
I mean, it'll set us back a decade if we fire him because we're going to have to pay his buyout.
There you go.
Pay the staff's buyout. Pay the new coach.
Lose everybody in the portal.
Lose everybody on the roster. Buy a new roster. This is all happening in one off season. There's 5 things I just listed off that Alabama's going to have to pay for.
Yeah.
We can't afford to build a new basketball arena. We're mid-pack and NIL stuff. So where's all this money coming from that we're going to have to shuck out if we fire DeBoer? That's everybody's answers. Fire the coach and hire Lane Kiffin or Dan Lanning, who got beat by 30 twice last year by Indiana. You know, it's like
who's
we
actually
got the guy.
Like here's my problem with it. Like people say DeBoer's bad or whatever. Why is he leading in the best win percentage versus top 25 opponents?
Why is he the first name on every opening?
Thank you. If he's so bad, why is he in the first name that comes up?
We got the right guy. It's just going to take – we have to give him a little time to peel out of the Saban era, move into this era, this new era. Yeah. No matter who we hired in this spot, they were going to struggle. Yeah. I think 20-8 is a phenomenal – not excusing the blowouts, Domo, like you said. We can't be getting blown out in losses like that. But if you'd have told me that we lost 30 players off the team and we hired a guy from Washington to come in. He won 20 games in 2 years and a playoff game on the road. I'd have been like, hey, we're just fine.
You want to know something, though? Like, he was in his first year, he was 1 game away from making a playoff that season. Yeah. Like, if we would have beat Oklahoma and then beat Auburn the very next season, we would have been in the playoff year 1 after losing half the roster. So,
the fact he went 9-4 in that first year is a bloody miracle. Like, there's not enough being talked about what a good job that was.
Think about it. We easily could have gone 11-1 that season.
And remember this. Remember this. DeBoer lost the offensive line coach and the OC. Like, after they'd already moved, he'd already filled the staff, and Grubb and Huff took the jobs, and then like a week before practice, they stayed in Seattle. So he had to scramble to fill the offensive coordinator role with a guy who never called plays. Mm-hmm. You know, he had to find an offensive line coach. Didn't find the best one, but he had to plug that hole. And so the fact that he went 9-4 that first year, losing 30 players, losing your OC and your offensive line coach, felt like an hour before spring ball started. It's like he had no business winning 9 games in year 1.
Also, got to remember, you got to also remember Kevin Steele also retired with Saban.
Yes.
So now you got to go out and get Womack.
He brought in a whole new philosophy.
Yeah.
Womack came in, ran a completely different defensive philosophy, and we lost our best defensive player.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who, you got to go hire the Saban guys.
No.
That's
your problem.
If you look at Adrian Clem, his track record, if you look at Richard Owens, his track record, Derek Nix, his track record, those those guys have been around the block. They've got that old school mentality. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, Adrian Clem ain't going to be out there smiling, taking pictures with these offensive linemen. That dude is a professional. He is a professional. He is a consistent professional. He's the mindset that you guys are lobbying for, that you want back in Tuscaloosa. When the season was over, we got to give DeBoer credit for making the decision to fire Coach Cap.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get rid of him. And the way he did it, it was handled beautifully. Wait until the portal closes for it to happen, blah, blah, blah. I'm happy with it. If it doesn't work this season, we're going to be having a different conversation next March. But I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Grubb's overrated. He's just.
No,
I'll say this. Here's the thing. Yeah, Sheridan averaged 38 a game, but you also got to think like Milroe was the biggest piece of the run game as well that year.
Yeah, we couldn't run the ball without Jalen Milroe that season.
Yeah,
either. Yeah. But also,
he's a beast running the ball. I mean, golly, was he insane running the ball.
Ryan Grubb's also learning to be an SEC coordinator, right? Like he's never coached in the SEC before, so he's learning too as he moves forward. I do expect to see some kind of OC development, I guess you could call it, in year 2 under him. Is he still going to have the finesse stuff, the trick plays? Sure, that's still going to be in the catalog, but he's been vocal since the Rose Bowl game and said, we got to be more physical. They understand better than I do, better than any of us, that if Alabama can't run the football and can't be physical on the line of scrimmage, they will not win a national championship in Tuscaloosa. Yep. They know that. They know that better than any of us. Yep. They're trying to do it. They're trying different things this offseason. Let's see how it goes.
We got the running back group to do it. So, I'm just hoping his O-line is beast.
He did everything that he needed to do. He fired the entire offensive line, fired the coach, brought in new receivers coach to get more physical because the receivers weren't blocking at all last year.
Yeah.
Brought in the new tight ends coach to get the tight ends more physical because the tight ends weren't blocking very much last year. Brought in a new offensive line coach, an entire new offensive line room, period, top to bottom. Same reasons. Offensive line wasn't physical, wasn't good enough. So DeBoer recognized the problem and immediately started taking steps to correct it. So he gets it. Now we just got to see the product on the field.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Jeff, you were talking about tight ends earlier. Mm-hmm. Go back and look at those weights they dropped. Look at the weight they put on their tight ends this offseason. Go look at the weight. The reason they did that is because they understand they need those tight ends, in 12 personnel, things like that. They need those tight ends in there, in line, blocking, being big bodies that take up space. They understand that. They're making the changes. Is it going to work? We'll see. But, they're trying. They definitely are trying.
So,
and look, I'll say this real quick. A lot of people was mad that Horton hit the portal.
Yeah.
Right?
Deuces.
Me personally, I was like confused about it. But if you also look at his play style and stuff, like he couldn't block for crap.
No, he was an awful blocker.
He couldn't block for crap.
And that's why they let him go.
A red zone wide receiver.
Yep, and that's why they let him go.
Is what it is, man.
So you know what though? Before we even close it out, like, what are you guys' realistic expectations for Alabama heading into this season? Like record, like what do you see this season going for us?
Well, the win total got dropped at what? 9.5, 8.5. Yeah. I think I would definitely take the over there. The schedule is brutal. It's tough. Alabama's going to play a tough schedule. Somebody brought up like how many teams got bye weeks before Alabama. I don't know. I'd love to see that. But,
that'll really be like the old days.
Seriously, no kidding. But I would say 10 games and probably a playoff appearance.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would say 9-3
if everything goes well.
Playoff 9-3 making the playoffs, I think is. But I mean, if we go 8-4 and just miss, Bama Nation will be upside down. But if we look competitive in the 4 losses and you can see the team growing, I think that's an acceptable. If we go 8-4 and lose 4 games by 30 points, then no, we're in trouble.
It's going to be a super young team.
I can't defend that. I can't bring it
back.
I
think we have the youngest team right now. I mean, we'll have 7 returning starters or seniors.
Yes, in terms of age and experience. This is some of these guys have been here but haven't played a lot of snaps. So this year is going to be young players and inexperienced players kind of learning their way around the SEC, grooming to really have the 27 team and beyond really be the launching point.
Yeah. If I see it's going 11-1 or 10-2, it's kind of where I've been sitting at.
If we go 11-1, DeBoer should be coach of the year.
That would be an insane.
Unless the one loss is to Florida
State.
State.
We can, man.
21.
You know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what I said. So I'm gonna just leave.
No,
Listen,
no, sir.
I had a hot take. I did. I had a hot take.
Bring it.
And my hot take was this: Alabama walks into the SEC championship game undefeated.
Where's the gong? I don't have a gong sound. I'm not the producer of this episode.
That was my hot take. We make it to Atlanta and we're undefeated. That was my hot take. Right.
Do we lose it?
No.
Yes.
Well,
Damo's got entering the playoffs undefeated.
You know what? I think that would be probably the only game that we lose. But I want to say like we head into the playoffs as like the number 1 team, like the number 1 seed. It's just a hot take. It's just a hot take. That's just my hot take.
All right, Cotton and Jeff, who you have us losing to?
I think we're going to lose to Georgia in the regular season.
Of all teams.
Well, I mean,
come on, man.
I do. I think we'll lose to Georgia in the regular season. The one that everybody's picking Alabama to lose, LSU, I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I picked that one too, though.
Did you? I think we could lose to Texas A&M.
Yeah. And the only reason I say we lose LSU is that I said LSU because we would have played Georgia, A&M, and Tennessee, right? Mm-hmm. I think that because I think LSU will be a night game. Okay, you got Alabama coming in, coming into Baton Rouge. Lane Kiffin. I think that Lane Kiffin, like he could catch us slipping, really, and he could throw something at us that like we haven't seen. He's gonna have a game plan for us. So I just think that like they could beat us because like they just catch us slipping. That's all, but like not because they're better than us, but like it's just an off Saturday for us. That's what I think. That's what I think. So,
Look, I mean, realistically, we're not going to go undefeated, so they got to lose to somebody. Yeah. I mean, just realistically, if they do, I know. Yeah. Sorry, man, but I mean, I hope you're right, dude. You're right.
Amazing.
If you're right, I will come on your show every week. But
but I mean, the biggest one that I can see is losing to, and I hate saying it, is Tennessee. Cincinnati Neyland.
Yeah.
I just. But it just all depends on who starts at their QB, So
yeah, sure.
Did Aguilar got another year, right?
No.
Nope.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah,
he was our MVP in that game last year.
Yep. I know. They're threatening to take Trinidad's now again.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
It's hilarious. Portal closed months ago, but they're like Tennessee's making a push at him. It's like how?
Yeah.
So not even in the portal.
It's a mess.
Damo, go ahead and do your thing, man.
You guys can find me Friday nights, Bama Blueprint. Thank you guys, the Way Outsides. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Crew joining us tonight. I mean, it was so great to have you guys. Sunday nights, Talking Bama, Herb, JT, but you can also find me on the Best Bama channel, and that is the Roll Tide Nation YouTube channel. You can also find me on TikTok at Domo Reacts. That is DOMO_Reacts. You can find me on Twitter, X, whatever, at just straight Domo Reacts. That's it.
Shout out to Domo for the best reaction video last year. Was it the Oklahoma game where you were videoing that guy?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was so great.
I saw that and I watched it like 4 times before I realized.
I wore myself out.
That was like, y'all gotta get your ass beat.
I still watch that video to this day.
Bye-bye. He was going, bye-bye.
This Domo up there wilding out.
That guy was straight yelling at Bell. Was like, bye. Bye.
That was great, man. That was great.
That was awesome.
So what y'all need to do, we were talking about this last night too. I posted a video during the season of this non-straight Auburn fan in the crowd. dude, I'm so serious. He had pom-poms doing all this weird dance, dude. The comment section is hilarious, bro. It's God. But
that was
anyways, y'all can find me on Bama Blueprint with my guy Damo and Corey Bama. You can find me on TikTok, X, Instagram, all that. Hunter the Bama fan. So again, guys, I appreciate y'all joining us.
Man.
Absolutely. Appreciate you having us on, man. We had a good time. It was after a ugly loss like that, but always enjoy chopping up with y'all. Congrats on the 2K, by the way, on 2,000 subs. Congrats, gentlemen.
Cotton, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube at Way Offsides. That's Way with 4 A's. 3's not enough. 5's too many. 4, just like in the word Alabama. You can find us on social media everywhere. Just type in Way Offsides. You'll find Jeff and I. We're most active on X, and then wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, Spotify, Apple Music. I don't know. Jeff handles all that, so you can find
Amazon,
us. There we go. You can find us on
all those anywhere you get your podcasts.
Sure. But all right, we do it. Our live shows are every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, and then we constant uploads all week long and cover recruiting, do a lot of recruiting interviews. So come join us. It's a good time.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all having us on.
Yes, sir.
Where can I find you, Jeff?
You can find me the same as Cotton at Way Offsides on X, on YouTube, on TikTok. I don't have an active TikTok. I just post, our shorts to the Way Offsides TikTok. So, but I'm mainly on X. And YouTube, Way Offsides, JQ on X, and Way Offsides Jeff on YouTube, or just Way Offsides.
Okay.
You can find me there.
Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Do your thing, bro.
We don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
Y'all
have a good night, man. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir.